Adri. How are you
Hi,
doing?
Mel. Thank you. Good. Everything good.
Great. So congratulations for starting your clinical in Teach Now. You're gonna start a new episode. It's very interesting, exciting. I'm so glad that you came to me
Yes.
to do your clinical here in our classroom. This is third grade, and of course it's not lower elementary anymore. So your interest is in upper elementary.
Upper
if I'm not
elementary,
mistaken.
yes,
Okay,
correct.
great. So we know that in upper elementary, most of our students already read.
Yes.
They read for instructions. Like in lower elementary, they were learning how to read.
How to read. Yeah.
Now they know how to read, but now they are reading to learn
Okay,
more
yes.
stuff. So that's great. That's exciting, and they also follow the instructions, of course, most of the times. As you have studied, I think it was your module 4. You studied for classroom management. It's
Yes.
a little bit hard, but I think we are doing really good here in our classroom. We started reviewing our classroom norms and procedures at the very beginning, and we set the rules really well with the kids. And also I implemented that raising responsibility system, and thanks to Teach Now I was also doing some research, and I found this system that's working really well for some other schools in the United States and in Australia. So I read thoroughly and I loved it, and I introduced to my other grade level teachers, and they also agreed. What we do is we ask students to grade themselves based on their behavior. So there is a very clear chart over there, so they look into it and they say, okay, you know what, I am at level B today because I wasn't that nice. It's a very good system.
That is nice.
Since you're going to do your clinical here, you have to know what the classroom expectations are
Yes.
here in our class, because they know that they have to follow the instructions. They are not supposed to interrupt the class, especially when we are doing middle lesson. Depends on the task. We also are thinking of putting up our tone of voice. Like if it's red, they cannot talk at all. If it's yellow, they're going to be speaking to each other in whisper. Those tones, so that expectations are clear. It's really important to set the expectations.
Yes.
So far they are doing great. I am very happy in our classroom. So I don't think you're going to have big challenges on that sense.
That is great.
But I don't know what your strengths are, what you want to focus on teaching. Like we have subjects like science, math, reading, writing, social studies, whichever subject you want to choose.
Yes. Well, I think that my strengths are sometimes in putting some formative assessments throughout the lessons. So like giving like entrance ticket and exit tickets. I love them. So they also help the students to set up some rules and some routines in their learnings, and then some strategies. I like them too. So I would love to teach whatever you need me. So math or science or reading something.
Great. For math, we are using Go Math book. Mostly we are following that. But of course, I also would like to introduce them some STEM activities, like based on some scientific, mathematical, activities, like we did in building that bridge. Remember?
Yes.
In our those type of activities I did. For instance, for addition, I asked them to come up with their own game. They were supposed to invent their own game. I gave them some materials, so they were super engaged. But I asked them to informing them, saying that I'm going to grade them on their behavior, kindness, the way that they talk to each other. Those things are very important to me. And once a week, I try to do a fun activity like that. If you wanna come up with fun activities, it's fine too. If you wanna follow, just introduce a new concept in math, it's fine too. We can work on whichever you want to do. We can go through all our books. We have structures of life right now in science that we are working on. I think it's also a very exciting unit for them. I did it when I was doing my Teach Now too, so I loved it. They loved it. I tried to make it fun, engaging,
Yes, totally.
and of course depends on their needs and interests. We try to meet the level that we want our students to reach. So you basically come to me whatever you want to teach. I can show you our standards. I can share all those with you, which ones we are working on. So you can start in the middle or wherever we are. You can reach from there, or you can start from the beginning of a unit, whichever you want. We would love to have you.
Yeah.
The more the merrier for us.
Please.
I'm so happy that we are together
I
on
am
board.
pleased too.
Okay,
Thank you
you-
for accepting to be my mentor.
Oh, yeah, it's a pleasure. It's my honor. You know, I feel like honored. Really, it's special to me because I also did Teach Now last year, and I had some desperate moments. I mean, it's really important to have support. I received a lot of support, and sometimes you go through some moments that you feel like, oh my gosh, you're lost. You're like, you don't know what to do. Anytime you need help, I'm here. And as I said, like having you is going to be like an extra help. and as I said, your energy is going to cheer us up a little bit more in the classroom. So I would love to have you and work with you and help you in any way you want.
Thank you, Mel. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Okay,